So hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you right now. If you watch this episode, you're gonna end up wanting a Mac Mini. Get our exclusive leaks even before the website's right about it. Hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, FPT, the show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Listen, I'm on it. I got it. I got my brand new iMac. Well, I bought two, but one isn't for... Anyway, I'm on an iMac full time. And I gotta be honest, I really, really love it. In fact, Sam and I talked all about our thoughts on the brand new 24-inch M1 iMac in this week's episode of our podcast, Genius Bar. I'll leave a link to the show down in the description below. Go ahead, go to the show, and then under it, put a comment saying, Daddy sent me. That's me. I'm Daddy. All right, here we go. Yet another exclusive for you in today's episode, so let's do the news. All right, so first up for the day, sorry numero uno. This is not the Mac Mini part of the show, but this, I guess, is another exclusive. Let's talk about WWDC. More specifically, let's talk about hardware at WWDC. So here's the thing, right? Once in a while, we do get new hardware at DubDub. I know typically I tell you not to expect hardware because WWDC is a software developer-focused event, but sometimes we do get professional developer-focused hardware at the event. And I tweeted a couple days ago hinting that you could expect just that. Some hardware in a couple weeks at WWDC. Well, just yesterday, I tweeted that one of those things will be MacBook Pro. Okay, how do I put this? Based on what I've been told, some information that I have been told, I am fairly confident that we will be getting MacBook Pro related stuff MacBook Pro at the event. And they may not know it yet, they being press or YouTubers, people in Apple's good graces. They may not know it yet, but Apple is actually scheduled to brief the press immediately following WWDC about, you guessed it, MacBook Pro. At least, you know, that's what I've been told. And I mean, they wouldn't do that, right? Unless something MacBook Pro is coming at the event. As a reminder, according to Mark Gurman, we can expect the next MacBook Pro to feature up to 64 gigawatts of RAM, a 10-core CPU, and 16 or 32 graphics cores. On the other hand, 9to5Mac is reporting that the name for the new chip in MacBook Pro will be M1X. And yes, I know you've probably heard that name before for the chip, M1X. But that's like just been the rumored name that we've all assumed and been throwing around. But 9to5Mac is actually like legitimately reporting that yes, M1X, according to a source that told them, will be the name for the next chip. So, I mean, it's all lining up. It really does look like we're gonna get MacBook Pro at WWDC. And if you've been paying attention to how I've been reporting this, how I've been actually like forming my sentences, you should have another hint in there. Have fun with that one, internet detectives. Hey, if you're a fan of this show, then you know that I talk about WeVPN a lot. It's because I really, really believe in what they're doing, and because they are paying me. That is also a reason. But for real, do you know how many offers I get from VPN companies all over the place, and I turn them down because I want to be able to promote only one VPN to you guys, and I want it to be the one that I trust. WeVPN is made by veterans in this space, a group of guys that came from those other companies to start their own. A VPN that's fast and reliable, one that protects you and your data without storing any logs, one that keeps you from being tracked or traced, and one that unlocks content from your favorite streaming services. So if you love this show and you watch it every day, go give them a try and let me know what you think. It's just $269 a month right now. That's 73% off. And if you use the promo code FPT at checkout, you'll get an additional 10% off just for watching this show. Sure, there are other VPNs out there, but only WeVPN is a longtime supporter of this show. So go ahead, click that link down in the description to get started with WeVPN today. Okie doke. Welcome back. Let's talk about Mac Mini. Yes, Mac Mini, a product line that has really gotten some brand new life with Apple Silicon. Like, for once, Mac Mini is actually super exciting. But for the first M1 Mac Mini, there was no redesign. It was just Apple just reused the previous design and threw an M1 in there. But as you can tell with the new Apple Silicon, the Mac Mini does not have to be this big. It could be mini. Well, thanks to quite a few different sources that helped me with this story, we got some really good schematics for the upcoming redesign for Mac Mini, and we had renders made for you, and I'm really excited to show you. Toilet Squad here. Is the new Mac Mini. Now, hang on, all right? Before we say anything else, I just want to point this out. Ports, okay? Look at them all. Just look at all of these ports. I mean, there's so many holes on this thing, you'd think you find it over here on this website. Okay, all right, that's enough. All right, settle down, everybody. So, from what we saw, you're getting the same magnetic power connection with as we got with the new 24-inch iMac, 4 Thunderbolt ports, 2 USB-A ports, Ethernet, and HDMI. Sadly, though, and I've double, triple checked, still no SD card slot on this thing, which is breaking my balls, Apple. Why?
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the f are your parents?
It is much thinner as well, as you would expect. The circular base is gone from this new design, and instead, you have these rubber strips again. Same as the new iMac that's on the bottom of the brand new M1 iMac, and it's the same as the redesigned MacBook Air that I leaked last week. But also on the bottom, the vent is now down there for cooling. And the metal top that we've been used to, getting changed. It's being replaced by at least from what I'm told, a plexiglass-like material. And that will sit on top of the aluminum enclosure. And of course, you're probably asking, for why they do that? Well, I'm not 100% confident in saying that two-tone color options are coming with Mac Mini, but I have been told that they have tested different colors. Interpret that however you'd like. A new report just a few days ago came out from Mark Gurman saying that we should expect the Mac Mini to ship with basically the same spec options as the new MacBook Pro, which is 64 gigabytes of RAM, a 10-core CPU, and 16 to 32 graphics cores, as I mentioned earlier. So do not let this new form factor fool you even a little bit. This little guy right here is gonna be a beefy boy on the inside. And like, come on, man, I just bought the brand new M1 iMacs, and I really want the next bigger iMac as soon as it comes out. Like, that thing is gonna be an impulse buy for me. But now I also want this Mac Mini. And with the price that usually comes along with Mac Mini, I just feel like this is going to be a package that will just be too good to pass up. So, yeah, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. My job is done. You do your thing, internet.